harmings they talk about. But Usha, because only a national anti-Galamsey and anti-national illegal mining organization in G. Almost started some way and no, I mean, with some of the website about create some Facebook and social media handles be a more person for follow so that your piano it will come to the general public and people will be aware and you're very good.
I see.
Near message or we say or line now almost babano a to free line. Say I'm for to me fair line now or money credit or my phone so now line near very simple. Say 0240000 and I say 184174. Something simple that people can remember. Omukofa line be brave, nobody will remember that line. Now, Sebe here some for the work credit to our phone, so I need to create a problem among. But and now we arrest.
Yeah.
In line with arrest, no, we are. If we go with the Attorney General, said they are ready to prosecute people. Let's just say the BNI and the police will putting the people together, then prosecute them appropriately. Because I said,
FM 92.3.
Combination of all the security agencies put together.
I see.
That is where they are. But then the last one I can say, on the NADMO, they are not just enforcing the laws against illegal money and not inappropriate money. But Nyomu said they are carrying the national interest along. And in Nyomu here high levels of communication, high levels of monitoring, and high levels of evaluation. And she's almost not the general public is not aware. Still, CNL war system said the job is not being done. It will be there. And she's bringing it to the fore. Then subsequent actions after they have done the job. And it's to me, Mami can't wait as a last one before baby time question. In some of the regions, and as one particular region, 9 months is using a lot of informants. In another region, they are using spot checks. In one other region, they are sending the first respondents into the field. And in one of the places you see all the combinations of the three Americans. And that kind of results we are looking at.
Well, because we share one more arrest Aboswo, Western Region, over hundreds of Galamseyers and Omutimichiomo. Now, after the arrest, what again? Are they going to leave that site? Because I know you will say, try to some of the equipment. What we are asking is that after the arrest, either the court will jail them or whatever it is. Now that site are now are we just going to leave that site just empty? Or like we rightly said, we are going to be stationed there because these are Galamseyers are so what do we do then?
Okay, some places they disrupt them. DISRUPT. They disrupt the operations. In some areas they curtail activity and so that it will take them a long time to come. Then some other places they prevent the Galamseyers into the zone. And so these are the three strategies now for you see, you see. Because in the past, they will need a strategy of making sure that they call off the police. And high levels of monitoring, recognizance, intelligence gathering. Then it also means that they will need more forces on the ground to ensure that the people don't come back to the place. And that is why the use of informants and spot checks and all other things is very important for 9 months. But then above all, if we don't prosecute the people, then the chances is that they will go back. But the good thing is that once the charges against Shamawun to me,
I see.
One of the charges against Shamawun to me was as a result of a Juma Naimo interview and after the BNI people question them and can say these are the big fishes who allow it to do ABCD.
I see.
And to the extent that we are looking to get to the big boys, if you get the small boys and the police interview them or the BNI question them, and also to make who are the big boys. So you can do the two at the same time. What you need is to have a strategy. When you get the small boys, what do you do with them? And I don't know, it goes way beyond you and I. It is a decision for the Attorney General and the NADMO leadership.
I am happy you've raised that issue. Where the big boys? Where are the big boys behind the Galamsey? Because, like I'm saying, Obechini pardon, you don't call the Ujedo, because I believe that under the NPP administration then, the Nakufado administration, I mean, say they did some prosecution, jailing Crofona, but no, Ebi call back to the site to work. Means that the big boys are still there, or more funded that activities over there. So now, what again can we do to make sure, sir? After say the Galamsey, the big boys Nakasano will make sure we also clamp them down.
I think I've answered it, but let me answer this from another side.
Good.
What's the name? Gold board for. When gold board come on the phone stream, once a gold board man license for gold purchases and exportation of gold from this country.
Sure.
And so we a big boy now unya gold. Who will you sell it to? If you smuggle it, the gold board task force to catch you, so. If you cannot get the big boys from the Galamsey side, you will get them from the back end. When they are the ones who have the gold and they want to sell the gold or they want to export the gold. Unless you bastardize the gold boy authority and compromise everybody there. But if some agency enrich the Penu and my brother Fabi Binka and Zinab and all the big people who work there, and together with their task force, they are very strict on the ground. It means that someone big boys from the pit, because you arrest the small boys and they are not talking. Now, someone gold that those who come and pick the gold, they are the big boys who are interested in the gold. So they have to sell the gold to gold board. And a gold board, baby, so I said, where did you get a gold from? And at what premises were you having all this gold? Because I said, if it's a gold, the top of now, Okofakra, and you know, the state property,
yeah.
And if the gold is on the land and you mine it, it's a state property. So that is why we tell people the Mineral Commission was issuing licenses like they were buying tomatoes for our day jollof rice. Only any credibility of monitoring. Gold board the counter side of the monitoring in the area of mining, and not just mining, but small scale mining, inappropriate mining, and for that matter, Galamsey. So these are the ways you can get to the big boys. But then when you arrest the small boys, through BNI questioning or police interviewing, you will get to know who the big boys are. Now, someone normal or back the actual processing of the good. Say you're tall good and I say you're sporty good. It is a duty of gold board. And that is another side to get who the big boys are. And where did you get a gold from? And who gave you the license? It means there's a bad licensing from gold board. A lot of background checks need to be done. And a lot of corporate due diligence will need to be done. So that gold board will have the data on all those who buy gold and those who work on the gold fields themselves. And if you are seen as a big boy in the illegal mining, then you have questions to answer, or your license should not be given to you.
Well said. I say, so what do you make of the one to me's arrest?
It shouldn't buy a first time, the charges against him were, I think, about 5 or 7. Money inappropriately, money without license, money in unauthorized places, and because another charges are only born, they are different from first one now, inviting or buyer or court. But then for public education services purposes, once you could watch now for say bill amount too high. Police the force or buyer no mu charging and amount for spoke about the bill and no court bill amounts are the man now went to me and meet here and or says and yet law enforcement agencies for a demand and court no demand We have some lawyers in this country who create all manner of confusion, and they keep on changing their mouth almost every now and then. And so take him to the court. Let the court be the one to impose bill amount and not the security agencies, because they are using it as a weapon. And no, CID for a court in a man of bill. So people must be educated and people must have knowledge. The fact that you study law doesn't mean you know anything. No, you must come back and learn the fundamentals. So, and for purposes of public education, the court in a man of bill. But then this is the other side. So by investigations, you can be arrested severally pertaining in relation to a particular crime under which you are being investigated. And or you can also be arrested just after you left court on a related case under investigation bureau. And I did win a mark for several times. People didn't get it. Now, and a happy year in the case of our brother Kamawu to me. And the case nobody didn't call court a money bill. But then he has been arrested on a related case under investigation review.
But for that one, we are told, sir, when Timmy meet that bail condition, that's why it was still kept in the cooler.
No, maintain bail condition now, coffee.
Actually, with what is happening to me, no can that alone, in a way, a bit me, I say we are fighting this Galamsey.
No, Galamsey inappropriate. We call it inappropriate money. And not a professor, my own Professor Brown, Nana Brown, Fruity, go and use the word chemicalization. Somebody keep insulting his head. But the word Galamsey is an English word. Say now about a common word that white even understand it.
Yeah, sure.
But the word is inappropriate money. So inappropriate money, security risk assessment for the last 5 years. We share original 10 regions of Ghana. It's just only 2. And I can say there's no inappropriate money. Totally. There's another 2 here. There has been some attempts. And I said light inappropriate money. But the 6 of them have a lot of aggressive inappropriate money. And see, the large area you are talking about inappropriate mining activity is huge. And the cost it brings to farmlands and the green environment and food supplied and the food chain is a huge cost. It means that when you want to curtail it, or you want to prevent it, or you want to flush the inappropriate miners out, you will need a lot of forces and a lot of resources. This is Kokwaya started say but long time ago. People say well, doomsayer and all that. Now you can say that we are there. You will need a lot of security forces to get it done. Okay, I said Friday, President Mahama can say you are even waiting for UN forces to come to get to the field because total number now what is here is not enough. Okay, I said
yeah.
I'm up for peace. But it's a major line, okay, because it's the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. So what is the point I'm making? You need a lot of forces on the ground. You need a lot of resources at different places at the same time. But then, when issues such as what we are talking about comes out, you must show strength, and you must show preparedness, and you must show that you are willing to prosecute. But getting the big boys prosecuted and taking the frontliners who are the inappropriate miners or the Galamsey from the pit, some strategies within time we can reclaim the land, fill the land, filter the water, dechemicalize the water. Then we'll be taking it from there. But what it takes now, you need a lot of multiple strategies at the same time.
I said, thank you very much, Richard Commodore, fraud prevention and expert and security consultant. Thank you so much this morning. Right, let's stay on for the 8 a.m. best.